Hi, welcome to episode 0 of MCU Mania. I'm Eric J. Barkman, and this is my submission to Geek Sundry Vlogs. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, or the MCU for short, is my favorite movie franchise of all time, and one of my overall favorite fictional franchises of all time. And it's not just because they're highly entertaining movies, which they are, of course, but they're not a traditional franchise. So when you think of a movie franchise, you think of, a movie followed by sequels or maybe prequels. There's occasionally spin-offs or in rare cases crossovers, but those are not the standard, and they're generally not something that's planned out from the beginning. They're just something that, when a franchise becomes popular, they're like, hey, we should try this. But Marvel Studios, they wanted to do something where those kind of things would be the norm, where you'd have a franchise with different movie series making up a single greater movie franchise. There would be crossovers, there would be cameo appearances. Events in one series would affect events in another series. A lot of people didn't think it would be possible. A lot of people thought they were crazy for trying. Then, in 2008, Iron Man came out. It was amazingly successful. It was followed a few months later by Incredible Hulk, which, while it didn't do as well, it still had decent numbers. 2 years later came Iron Man 2, followed the next year by Thor and Captain America. All of these did pretty good. There were a lot of things that they referenced from each other, like Captain America mentioned some of the Norse stuff from Thor, which had mention of Iron Man, and, Coulson appeared in multiple movies, and there are other things like that. Nick Fury appeared a couple times. And then, of course, came 2012, and the Avengers. It combined the title characters of the previous movies into a single team. That was something that a lot of people thought just wouldn't work. You have a guy in a high-tech suit of armor, you have a monster, a super soldier, and a god, and you're putting them into a team together. That's a genre clash of titanic proportions, but it worked. Avengers was a smash hit, critically and financially. People loved it because Marvel dared to try something different, to try something unique and interesting, and they pulled it off. And they're continuing to try new things. While this current slate of movies is mostly sequels, third Iron Man, second Thor, second Captain America, we are also getting Guardians of the Galaxy next year, another movie that a lot of people are like, how is this going to work? I mean, you have a team with, a talking raccoon and a space ant, essentially. People think that won't work, but personally, I love what Marvel Studios has been doing so far with the MCU, and I'm continuing to follow along and enjoy it, seeing what stuff they try next, and seeing how it goes, because I'm definitely enjoying the ride. And if I am selected to host a vlog on Geek Sundry Vlogs, I intend to talk about the MCU and all sorts of different aspects of it. Maybe talking about connections between the different movies, explaining stuff about characters and equipment and other aspects of the world, and of course answering questions that people have that maybe they're not sure of. Now, granted, I'm not connected to Marvel Studios in any capacity, so, I can't explain stuff that, top secret stuff, obviously, since I don't know it. But I've watched all the movies multiple times, except Iron Man 3, which I've only seen once so far, since it just came out recently. I tend to continue seeing all the movies, as well as the upcoming Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series that's set in the MCU. In conclusion, I'd just like to say that I hope I get picked to have a vlog on this channel, because it sounds like fun. Oh, and I noticed in the frequently asked questions section that you do accept bribes in cupcake form, so Felicia Day and everyone else in charge for Geek Sundry, anytime you want to come visit, just let me know and I'll make sure there's cupcakes ready for you.